And so yes, we're going to talk about hair, but I'm just talking about the BOGO that's going to be on for the next couple days with Yarrow Palm. So I've been putting it on these two spots that I have on my hand for about a week. They do look a little bit lighter, but I don't know if they'll ever go away. But that's what I'm using the brightening gel for. It's for spots that you might want to use on your skin that need a little bit of brightening. So you get the brightener free, you get the capsules free, and you pay for the Yarrow Palm. And it is kind of pricey. I think it's, oh, Jolene, did you see how much it was?
It's around, I think the whole boat goes about $90.
Okay. So you pay that, but you get the other two free, and you still get your points.
So
LRP order.
can I say something about the BOGO?
Yeah.
Well, so it's one of my absolute favorite products. The Yarrow Palm serum that you have to pay anyway. I mean, that's on my list that I always get.
Yeah.
But, then the Yarrow Palm capsules. So if anybody, I mean, anyone that has any hard time with any type of sores in their body or skin conditions, it's so incredible. As a diabetic, it's more of a challenge to get rid of sores. Just wherever my skin just is really, a sore will pop out for no reason at all.
Right.
And it just, to get rid of it. But when I take the Yarrow Palm capsules and I use the serum, like I don't go a day without taking those capsules. And when I don't, those sores are harder to control.
Interesting.
You take them, I don't hardly even break out with them.
So as a diabetic, that's something that's helped you. Interesting. Oh, thank you for sharing that. Toyami, thank you for getting on. Glad you're here with us. So we are talking about skin for just a minute because there's a new BOGO starting. It's just tomorrow and the next 3 days until they run out. So if you're interested in the BOGO, I would get it, snatch it tomorrow because that will help. And you'll be more likely to get the deal. And we are going to talk hair in just a moment. So anyway, great deal on the BOGO. This company continues to amaze me. And I'm going to give just the first minutest excitement for a new product that I got to learn about yesterday. And I can't tell you what it is, but it's coming soon. And it's going to be natural. And it's going to, let's see, I'll give you the first clue. Which one should I give you? Okay, well, the one I'm most excited about is weight loss, but that's one of the things the new product is going to help with because that's something I need the most, but it's also going to help with other things, all in a natural, healthy way. So excited. Anyway, they've given us a little bit of leadway on this new product that they're going to announce at convention because they want us as wellness advocates to get familiar and able to share with you all the details and educate us. So just get excited because it's coming in 6 weeks at convention. And oh my goodness, I'm so excited to learn the details and share more with you. So that's coming up. And I'm going to talk with you just a little bit about hair now. So I did get my hair cut today just for talking to you about hair. No, it just happened to fall on today. It really wasn't for this class. But I have a really fun handout on my porch. So if you're in the area and you want to get a handout with a few little samples, feel free to stop by. I'll leave it out for another couple hours. But tea tree oil is really good for your hair. If you want to use any of these oils I'm going to talk about by just putting a drop into your shampoo and using it, that would be great. But we're going to talk about doTERRA shampoo in a minute. So tea tree oil soothes a dry and itchy scalp. Lavender oil keeps your hair shiny and growing. Lemon oil stops and prevents from dandruff. So if you wanted to put a drop of lemon into your shampoo, that would help there. However, be aware that citrus oils are photosensitive to the sun. And so if you put any citrus oils in your hair products, which you can do, it just might lighten your hair in the sun. And some people are not sad about that. So just be aware that that might happen. Then cedarwood oil encourages healthy hair growth, as does rosemary. Rosemary is also good for dry and flaky scalp, And peppermint oil cleanses and keeps your hair healthy. So you can use these oils. You can use any oils you want to in your hair products to help your hair. So to prepare for this little short Zoom, I went on doTERRA and I clicked on search for hair. And I got you when you search for something on doTERRA.com, you will see the products that have to do with what you click about, which you search for, but it will also have blogs and other, I think it says, but it's articles with more recipes, DIYs, and articles that can teach you more about how to naturally take care of something. So just be aware you can always go to that on doTERRA.com. I'm going to share the screen with you. Jolene, would you tell me, can you see the doTERRA hair stuff on the screen? Okay, so doTERRA Hair Care, this is their new line of shampoo, conditioner, and a leave-in conditioner. I'm going to tell you the negatives because I just want to tell you what I think is the negative. The bottles are a little bit bigger than their last kind of shampoo they have, so they take up just a little bit more footprint in my shower that I don't really care for. But I love the shampoo and the conditioner. They do such a good job, and I need the tiniest amount. Now, I know I have short hair, but I really need just the tiniest amount. And it's really fun to be able to have such a quality natural hair care. And we've got shampoo, conditioner, and the leave-in conditioner is meant for you after you shampoo and have damp hair to spritz into your hair, and it really protects from heat and helps your hair be healthy. So you can get these three together. You can get them individually. They also sell small travel containers that you can buy, and they're empty, and you fill them up with your own shampoo. All right, the next thing I wanted to show you is another article that I found on doTERRA.com, how to use essential oils for your hair. Well, what I love is they listed some of the oils I've talked to you about already and some others besides that. And when you use these oils, they tell you, like I said, to simply put them in your shampoo, but they give other ideas. You can place a few drops along your scalp and consider doing this right before brushing your hair or after showering or before going to bed. And then you can move it around your scalp with a brush or your hands. You can include a drop or two with your shampoo or conditioner, like we said. You can also add a couple drops to your palm, rub your hands together and run them through your hair. Not only will your hair receive topical benefits, but you will also get the aromatic benefits from the scent and carry it around in your hair all day. Now, another funny thing that I found as I was looking on doTERRA.com was perfume for your hair. And you can use any oils you want. And it talked about just mixing it a little bit. And you can DIY that if you want, because there's lots of fun things here. But the other DIY one that, the last idea was to put a few drops in a small spray bottle, and then you can just spray it around your hair. So then this recipe on here, I've never heard of a hair mask. I've heard of a skin mask, but not a hair mask. So it's kind of interesting that you could put honey and apple cider vinegar, fractionated coconut oil. Their suggestion was lavender or rosemary, but they said you can really use any oils that you want. And you leave it on for 20 or 30 minutes, kind of like you would a mask on your skin to give it a chance to get into your skin to do with your hair, and then you wash it out. So I thought that was kind of interesting. There's also doTERRA Root to Tip Serum that they make that keeps your hair smooth, shiny, and a healthy scalp. And it has in it the essential oils: lavender, peppermint, cedarwood, and lavandin, marjoram. Anyway, some other niaouli, rosemary, eucalyptus. And these are all ingredients that are so healthy for the hair. So if you want to buy something pre-made and don't want to DIY it, this Root to Tip Serum is a great alternative. And then I looked up, I'll stop my sharing there. I looked up some, hi Leanne, glad you're here. Some baldness questions, because I often have people ask me about what oils they can use on their hair. Is they're losing their hair or their hair is getting thinner? And so I looked up in my handy dandy reference book. If you don't have one of these, ask the person that introduced you to doTERRA, because it's a lifesaver. But I turned to hair, and then it referred me to baldness, and that's where I wanted to go for you to get this. Not that any of us are going bald, but thinning hair happens as we get older. But it lists a lot of the oils we've talked about tonight: clary sage, cypress, lavender, rosemary. So those are oils first listed, along with taking the LLV, which is our lifelong vitality vitamins supplements that doTERRA has. All of those things will help you have better hair, less hair loss. Mild hair loss, it says to add 1 to 2 drops of rosemary to your shampoo daily. Serious hair loss, it says shampoo daily with 3 drops of rosemary, 5 drops of lavender, 4 drops of cypress, 4 drops of clary sage, and use LLV consistently. I thought that was quite a bit, but I suppose if I were really having a hair thinning problem, I would want to attack it seriously. So I thought those were great suggestions. And there's also different times of our lives. I know I had a lot of hair loss as in pregnancy. Sometimes you have that when you're taking certain medications. And so anything we can do to keep our healthy head of hair, and these oils will help us along in that. All right. Anybody have questions about hair or concerns? And maybe we can answer them. I would sure love to. Also, if you've had any experience with using the oils on your hair.
Someone asked me about gray hair recently, and I've never had that question. So
Like to prevent graying hair?
no, to correct gray hair, which was, yeah, even more shocking. She
Okay.
seemed to already have looked into a lot of natural options and talked about certain nutrients that were good for that. So she kind of asked me, but then answered her own question in a way. But then she
Okay.
was asking me if the supplements had those ingredients, and well, I didn't look up the answer yet.
Okay,
So,
and by correct
but I
gray
was
hair,
curious.
so by correct, oh shoot, I'm the one that's having a tough time here. Okay, am I still?
There we go.
Yay, I'm back. Sorry
Yep.
about that. So by correcting gray hair, what did she mean? Did she mean less coarse? Not having,
I think she's talking about the color, like,
really?
yeah, getting
Okay.
the color back. And she talked about a certain nutrient that,
I have heard that gray hair comes on with stress. But I don't know that that's always the case. I think it's more hereditary because I just got back from a sister's retreat and all of my sisters have, 2 of my sisters are completely gray and one has a lot more gray than I do. So it's kind of interesting.
yeah, it's choline was the nutrient she was talking about. And
Well, we need some of our good studious medical people on here
I
because I'm
know,
heard of that.
John and Patty, where are you?
Yep. So I'm not going to be able to help you on that one. We'll have to do a little research, but I hope that you learned from this and that it's been a benefit to you and that you will just enjoy using doTERRA essential oils on your head of beautiful hair and get some positive results. And don't forget about the BOGO that I mentioned at the beginning. Hope that'll be a great help to you too. Thanks for getting on. I'm going to stop the recording and have a great